I'm back stateside, enjoying my little vacation, you know, and I'm coming back, and man, I got so much groupie love. Give me that groupie. I can't believe it, you know. I got these two little sluts. You might know them or you might not. One's from England, one's from some suburb, which I don't know, I don't give a fuck, you know, calling me out. One's not in the top 10, and the other one that is hasn't got a victory in the UFC. Didn't make the dude tap Robbie Lawler, and didn't put him to sleep, but you think you have a win in the UFC. Who are you fooling? You can fool the crowd, but you can't fool me, Playboy, because when I seen you in the hotel, what did you do? You ran away like a little bitch when I tried to talk to you, and you were, oh, I wish you good luck, and we'll talk after your fight, and I was pretty ready to slap you up if you said anything disrespectful. Thank goodness you didn't, and you walked away. So what do I care to fight you or the other guy? I'll let my management decide. You keep hitting me up all you want, though. You little sluts, you know? If I see you in the street and you talking that, though. Oh, man.
A couple weeks, there was speculation maybe Conor McGregor would come into play in this title picture here with the winner of this fight, or maybe with Khabib. But overnight, he put out that tweet saying that he's retiring from MMA. First of all, I'm sure you saw that. What was your reaction? Do you buy it?
Nah, the guy's a fighter. He's gonna come back and fight, I'm sure. I mean, I haven't seen the tweet yet, and I haven't seen like a press release or something. I don't know if he was just like messing around tweeting. I'm not sure yet. I've been at the gym for most of the day. Maybe I'll check it out when I get home, but I haven't really seen a whole lot about it.
Sure. I mean, Dana basically came out too saying like he is buying this. He thinks,
really?
He is retired. I mean, obviously he hasn't like informed USADA or anything. He's not out of the pool, which I think would be, the biggest step, because it would take 6 months to get back in. But if Conor McGregor is gone from this lightweight division, how does that change things? Because it seems like a lot of people angling for that fight. If he's off the table, I think it allows the opportunity to make a lot of different matchups and kind of move forward in a way that we haven't been able to do for a while here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if he's really out of the picture, which I just don't think he is. It's going to be some different matchups made in the division, but there's still so many fights for him to come back and make, and so many fights that people want to see him in, that I just don't believe it.
Yeah, a lot of people, the speculation is, maybe this is just a public negotiation ploy. He did this a couple of years ago when he said, I'm retiring young, thanks for the cheese. He ended up fighting Nate Diaz just a few months later. Is there any possibility of that? I mean, like we said, we don't know how this ESPN Plus pay-per-view thing works, but I imagine with the UFC getting like a flat rate for pay-per-view and stuff, that might change things in terms of the money you're making, and when you have those points on the contract. Do you think that could have anything to do with that? I know it's still very early, but just looking on the outside, perhaps?
I mean, that could, but one thing that's the same is I'm fighting Max Holloway April 13th, and that's...
Actually, in the title shot next, who do you look at as being the champion when you get there? You have a title fight coming up. Do you think it's going to be Rose still holding that belt, or Jessica?
I do. I think that Rose has what it takes to beat Andrade's pressure. Joanna's a pressure fighter, and Rose was able to withstand that. And I feel like Andrade comes forward faster, but her range isn't as long as Joanna's, and I haven't seen much of Andrade's ground game. I see it being a stand-up war where Rose is able to... Rose has better angles, if I'm just, making it simple. She has better angles.
Is part of that, is that wanting her to be the champion, is part of that a little selfish? You want to get that one back?
I would love to run that one back, 100%. But, it's a small division. We'll all end up fighting each other.
He was arrested in Miami, sexual assault investigation in Ireland, and then he announced his retirement earlier this week. That seems like a lot from the former champion superstar, which begs the question, Ariel, what is his standing right now in terms of the UFC?
Right now, they're pretty much at a standstill, Michael. He came out with that retirement tweet, and the retirement tweet and the report that came out via the New York Times have nothing to do with each other. He didn't retire because that report was coming out. He retired, quote unquote, because he's just not seeing eye to eye financially with the UFC. There's a lot of issues there. And since that tweet came out late Monday, the UFC and his side, I'm told, aren't in contact with each other. He was hoping to return on the July 6th card. He wants to fight Nate Diaz. UFC not interested in the Nate Diaz fight. They don't necessarily trust that Diaz will show up to the fight. So he wants to fight, like I said, but I also believe that he is willing to